What?
I got you.
But the old man traps him in a cherry sperm and hands him over to a circus entertainer who wants to exploit his magic bag. Meanwhile, Dr. Wily and Dr. Honeydew try following Felix to see if they can capture his bag as well.
Felix is definitely over his head this time.
Change formers, less than you'd expect.
While that's going on, the entertainer tries to force Felix to show how to use his magic bag.
What is your name? All right, let's try again. What is your name?
What the fuck is he doing?
That's real good. Listen, pussycat. You want to eat? Then you work.
My name is Felix.
Stop that! You're getting way too much enjoyment out of whatever you're doing. What did they even tell the person who was animating that?
Alright, I want you to make it look like he's dry humping a trash can. No questions, damn it, no questions. I have a very specific vision.
So the show slash circus slash thing that the entertainer runs finally begins. And you're not gonna believe it. It's really loud, obnoxious, and annoying!
Who is our boss? The Duke of Silver Cross. Who never gathers moss? The Duke of Silver Cross.
What the anus? Okay, I have no idea why they just showed her face right there, but let me tell you, it sums up the movie. That's the face I'm gonna make throughout the entire flick. This whole sequence is like a bad fever dream after watching Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Are there any queers in the audience tonight? Get him up against the wall! Yes! No! There's one in the spotlight, he don't look right!
But Felix performs, and it turns out he's a big hit with his magic bag. Why he doesn't just turn it into a semi-automatic and blow the shit out of everybody, I don't know. But he does make all the Fraggle Rock gremlins happy.
You did good, eh? You're a born performer, eh?
We then see the princess is forced to perform while dancing inside a bubble.
Fucking bubbles!
Why is it princesses can never seem to get out of bubbles? Like Princess Daphne. Don't all they have to do is pop it? I mean, this isn't rocket science. In fact, this whole movie seems like a lost Don Bluth game. Dragons suck.
I must be strong. Perhaps if I continue to dance
What?
more, then the Duke will
What?
show mercy on my
What?
people.
I can't hear. What?
Show mercy on my people.
Guess what? That constant pounding sound coming from the robot is not vitally important to hear. Maybe the inner thoughts of one of our main characters holds a little bit more weight. But not likely.
Gotcha! It's all right. I'm not gonna hurt you.
So he befriends these two mice who for some reason dress up like lizards and for some reason can chew through metal. It's not even worth questioning. As they let him out and lead him up to the princess's cell.
This may sound crazy, but I'm not from around here. I followed a tear with an image, your image inside it, and here I am because of you.
The tear! The Dimensporter! The other dimension! That it did get through!
Yeah, because apparently tears in really bad animated movies have the power to start up dimensional transporters and talk with dolphins with the help of magical moonbeams. How come tears are like mythical stargates in these films?
When my father was still alive, there was a small army. More for ceremonial occasions than anything else, but there was one person who didn't like the way things were, my uncle.
It works. It will revolutionize labor.
Was it supposed to do that?
He was horribly disfigured, but using—
Wait a minute. He's not horribly disfigured, he looks fine! What, he get a pimple in that fire and he was too embarrassed to show it off?
My father had entrusted me with the royal secrets and the location of the Book of Ultimate Power. It's this book that the Duke so desperately wants.
The Book of Ultimate Power. Yeah, why don't you just call it a more obvious name, like the goody good that people really wanty.
My poor country. I fear time is running out for it.
We will get out of here. I promise you.
Yeah, so again, even though the king and queen are totally dead, she still technically calls herself princess. How does that work? If you're the ruler of a nation, you're a fucking queen. You know, we never did hear her first name. Maybe she legally changed it to princess just so she can keep the title. Given the fact that she threw her armies out even though there's a crazy-ass uncle who wanted her dead, it wouldn't surprise me. So while they're trying to figure a way out, the two doctors are trying to figure a way in.
Excuse me, miss. How much is it to enter this establishment?
4 credits for adults, 2 for children. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Enjoy the show.
He paid with wrenches?
Why would he pay with wrenches? It makes no sense!
I'm trying, movie! I'm really trying to understand you, but you just don't add up! This whole movie is like a beating on your child's brains! If I was diagnosed with a terminal illness and the only cure for it was watching this film, I'd say give me another terminal illness just so I can die faster!
All right, ladies and germs. Step right up and see the greatest and the latest right in our ring.
But Felix has a brilliant plan, I guess, which is blowing a bunch of bubbles out of his saxophone, and somehow they float away on that.
Pop them whack, you numbskull! They're escaping, you let them outsmart you! Curses! I knew someday bubbles would be my undoing!
So they get away along with Stinky Pete, who I guess is a good guy now. But the Skittles Electric Parade is on the go, and they have to get a move on. So they come across the professors who are trying to steal the bag, but Felix steals it right back.
I don't suppose you have anything that belongs to me.
I was bringing it to you.
Wow, so they were really essential to the story.
Give me the bag.
No.
Okay.
So they come across a hare forest. I'm not questioning it, why should you? But even more strange creatures come to do strange things.
Princess, are you okay?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that one pussy scream really seemed to take a lot out of me.
It's the headhunter.
It's like if Dr. Seuss really hated children and wanted to give parents a way of punishing them without necessarily beating them. And yet the psychological scars would still be the same. Listen to that cheap 80s music. Does this match at all?
I went through the friend zone. Gonna take you right into the friend zone.
But Felix has another brilliant idea. Hats! I just don't get you, movie! I don't get you! I'm convinced this movie is where somebody's drug money went. They had to hide it somewhere, so how about a film that obviously had no effort put into it whatsoever? And on top of that, nobody would ever see. It's genius, pure diabolical genius! Oh, thank God we're almost at the end, okay. So the uncle comes across our heroes and forces them to show where the Book of Power is.
What is this? Some kind of joke? Truth? Love? Wisdom? I've been suffering and waiting all these years for this crap?
Hey, at least those years were in flashback. We had to sit through a whole hour and a half for this weak-ass twist.
Master Cylinder! End of the line for you.
And speaking of weak-ass twists, just as the uncle threatens them with a giant killer robot, Felix literally throws the book at him and... that actually defeats him.
What did you do? My army!
Yes, nothing like showing truth, love, and wisdom than by tricking your enemy with all your hatred through the dumbest and most barbaric of idiotic methods. Truly, we've learned a lot from this movie. So Felix tries to go back to his dimension, but it turns out none of the gold the professors brought is able to pass through.
But I have a feeling that your gold will pass through the Demence Porter.
But Princess, I don't have any gold.
You're wrong, Felix. You do. You have a heart of gold.
Oh, fuck you, you decapitated Macy's Day balloon! You are shit on a dick! This movie! I mean, my God! It is horrendously bad. Beyond annoying. Every second is like a kick to my ballsack. The story, the characters, everything about it is like a little kid jumping on her bed screaming. It's just loud, grating, and makes no sense. It's one of the worst, people. One of the worst I've ever had to sit through. It is a piece of... There are no words to describe it. There's only one single, solitary image. Thank you. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Run, my children! Run! You're free! Flee this horrible cauldron of ass! Ah!